Hello, this is Tim from Bigwillybassin. Hey, how you guys doing this afternoon? It is a Monday afternoon, and I figured I would put together something that I know most of you guys, bass fishermen, are probably doing right now, and that is probably organizing all your fishing gear. Now, I have always been struggling in that area. I've always had a hard time trying to organize a lot of my stuff. I have a label maker that I haven't used in a long time, and one day I just felt like, man, I need to start looking at maybe a little bit different tackle container, tackle boxes to kind of sort things out. So I started off, and this is pretty much all about the portable tackle boxes that carry your crankbaits, your terminal tackle, your topwater baits, that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with what I was used to using in the very beginning, which is most of you guys have them. Mostly everybody has these regular Plano boxes. These have my swim baits in them. I'm not sure exactly the size on these. I didn't measure them, but these are pretty much your medium sized ones. And what I found out with these is they work great with my swim baits. They're more of something I would throw in the bottom drawer underneath my seat of my kayak, or just carry it like this when my son and I go fishing on his boat. And then I looked at these, which are a little bit better. These help with kind of sorting out some other swim baits and some other terminal tackles, some hooks. These are the Evolution fishing boxes, and you can buy them. I think I bought this one at, I want to say Cabela's. Cabela's has it. Now, these size fit really good in those soft tackle boxes that you see a lot of people having. I think I did a review on the Plano box versus the Yak black box that I have. Now, that soft Plano box that I have, that I first started with for the kayak fishing and just to carry your gear, even if you fish in a regular boat, you put your gear in it. It's a nice little pack. These size ones fit perfectly in it. You can fit 4 of them in there with no problem, and there's a divider in them. One of the things I had a hard time with, especially, see how these dividers are here? I must have 1,000 of these things. I end up using some and I don't, then I put them in a bag, then I forget about them, then I forget which size they go to, and this one here is a flambeau, pretty common and popular size. I wish I had a little bit better organization on those, but as you see, I did label it. So this would be the one that I would put in my backpack that I carry too, that has a lot of my bass gear. And then here is like one of the first ones that I got, flambeau. It's a little bit darker. The color doesn't really mean anything. It's the same size as these. They're exactly the same size. Not much difference. Just these are already slotted with three sections. And then these are just all open pretty much. Then I had a spider wire tackle box that I sold this summer or last year, and it had this size in it. This is a pretty big one. This is a lot of your terminal gear. It even has a little bit of a measuring. You could see a little bit where it's measured all the way across like a ruler, which is kind of cool. The only downside I noticed with a lot of these, especially this kind, I'm not sure why, but you can see cracked really easy. And that was, I think, maybe I threw the tackle bag and I just caught it just right, and this cracked. I mean, they're all made out of plastic. They all can crack, but it's one of those things that, there's sturdier ones, and that one seemed just a little bit cheaper to me. And then here's the another Plano box, the large one. This was like my very first one that I bought had a lot of stickers, as you see, Addicted's on it. This is my salmon, my boat salmon stuff. This is just some of it. Good little box. Nice hinges. Hinges are really good, solid. And it closes really well. It's got great little clips here that connect. Now, if you notice, like the others have these basic, these are all basic, and they come apart pretty easy. I mean, you can literally snap these right off. I believe there's a little, yeah, you can snap them right off, just like that, and you can snap them right back in. Right back in. They're good little tackle boxes. There's really nothing wrong with them. I just realized that, you know, I needed to upgrade. And here's another one that I bought, Bass Pro Shop special one. The decal on the top is kind of worn off. Nice little box. As you can see, I did label it. And I believe it says spinners, crankbaits, and Rapalas. Spinners, crankbaits, Rapalas, day box. So this is my day box that I use if I don't want to carry all my other stuff. Nice little dividers inside. This is actually one of the nicer ones, I thought. Very solid. Again, you know, this is the basic snaps, right? Basic snaps. And this has a 3 hinge in the back where most of them have 2 hinges. 1, 2, and 3, right? Okay, so then there's these. My wife got me these for Christmas one year. They're the Lucky Lock. As you can see, they lock really well, good hinges, solid. Now, the unique thing about these is the inside is sticky. You can probably see if I stick my finger in there. It's a little sticky. So it holds everything in it really well. In fact, I'll just prove you something that's kind of crazy. It's upside down. None of my crankbaits are coming out. So you can look these up online. They are a little bit expensive. These here, I can't remember what my wife got, what she paid for them, but they were a present. They were a little expensive, but they're pretty good. Got them through a friend that was sponsored by them, and I tell you what, they are worth it. So when I just want to take 2 little boxes of crankbaits, I grab this one and my other one that's all set up. And then here's the, I got a bunch of these. I just sold some of these. The Flambeau. These ones here are just your throw all the gear in. It may or may not survive. The dividers are all gone. I just kind of keep it as a backup in case one of my others, I lose it or whatever. And it's got the 2 hinges in the back. These ones here are pretty sturdy, but they can crack. Once they crack, they're, especially around the hinges or the corners, they're not good anymore. So it moves me on to the next one, which is probably, I will say, Plano stepped up their game. I actually did some research last year looking into different boxes, and I decided, well, I wanted to move on to something a little bit more sturdier, and I looked at these new Plano boxes. Here's the small one. I used to have all my terminal gear in it. I'm actually going to make this my backup one. It has a nice little spot to put your little label of what you have. It's got this great little latch on it. It's got this cool thing here that helps with absorption of, see if you can see that, of moisture, and it works. It really works. I haven't had anything really corrode in it that had got wet. This one is a little dirty. It has some stuff that I had in there. I did let get wet and I didn't air it out. So, but it, for the most part, it really works really well. And this is a specialty one. This is the small one. These small ones are hard to find. In fact, I think I had to buy this one off of eBay. But again, if you're looking at the cost, all the ones I showed you are really affordable. $5, $6, $8, $10, 15, somewhere around there. These start to go up. This one here was, I believe, 25 just for this little guy. Then the 3600 series. This one here is the 3500. Could probably see it right here. They're all a series number, so it's 3500 and it's right here. And these are perfect. I like these. I really like these a lot. And here's the ones that I put in my Yak Attack box, the 3500 series. You see I got all my stuff in there nice and neat. Oh, I got a little bit of hanging out on the side. Nice and neat. Very organized. And I put my label of what I have. It makes things a lot easier. This one here I bought. The 3700 series is for like the bigger Yak Attack boxes. Mine is the small one, so the 35, let me make sure I got the numbers right. The 3600 works really well, which is this one. This is the bigger one, which is made for the bigger box. And it's this 3700, which is right here. As you can see, this one I spent, I think, about 50 bucks on. This one is all my terminal tackle. You can put it in there however you want. I have noticed with a lot of these, when they close, see how it's open here, when you close them, they literally have to grip and then close, snap. As you see, it's perfect across the bottom. What I like too is these little grooves here. Man, these little things, they sit, stuff doesn't slide around in my kayak. It stays solid. These things are freaking nice. I ain't gonna lie. I think for the money, these are really nice. This one here, I could not find at Cabela's. I could not find at Sportsman's, so I actually had to order this one on eBay. eBay has some pretty good prices on some of these. You know, the old saying is you're gonna probably pay a little bit more for shipping, but for the most part, I mean, this is awesome. I got all my stuff organized in it. I like the fact of having the stuff organized. And this is another big one that I bought, another 3700 Plano. And as you can see, this is all my trout, like my day trout fishing stuff. Okay. And again, labeled. Okay. Trout spinners. Now, a couple things, pros on them, unlimited storage, very nice, stackable. If you stack them on your counter in your garage or in your man cave or in your boat, whatever, they stack nice and neat. They have a really good seal on them. When they close, they snap shut really good, keeping all your gear nice and secure. You don't have, on some of these others, you know, you could flip them upside down. You got stuff that somehow there's a gap and it just, all that stuff just mixes all up. So then when you flip it back over to open it up, you got stuff everywhere. These keep everything separate. The 3600 series, these right here, I'm going to tell you a little treat. Walmart has these for 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Online they're running, I think, 25 to 30 some places. Can't remember how much Cabela's has them for. I think Cabela's is always sold out of this style. But Walmart has these, and they are frickin' the best price I've seen anywhere. When they have them in, I normally buy as many as I can. I'm gonna buy some more and just stack up I'm gonna switch all my gear over from those other tackle boxes, the small ones, to all these. And then the 3700, these big boys, not particularly this one. I'll go to this one here. Tell you another little secret. Walmart is clearancing these things out. And they are literally going for, I think, 20 bucks, if I remember what I spent. I think I spent 20 bucks on them. And they're clearancing them out. So I think once they're gone, they're gone. I don't know why, but they're getting rid of them. And I hate the fact that they are, because that style, that's a good size. Very durable. I've dropped them. I have actually taken my box, opened it up, and accidentally flipped it, and they all fell out. But I stack them. These size fit perfect in my Yak Attack stacked like this. And I have them all labeled. And I have them labeled as, like this one here is just frogs and poppers. But the others I have labeled as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then this one's here, just the frog poppers one. I think personally they're really good. I think for the most part, the unfortunate thing is they are expensive. So if you can find them on sale, I would just look really good. See if you can find them on sale. Even if they're shipped to you and you save a couple bucks, you're saving a couple bucks, and shipping is kind of difficult right now. It's all changed, so everybody's kind of scrambling with how much they charge for shipping stuff like this. But for the most part, I think the only con is they're a little more expensive than the other tackle boxes. But the size, pros, size, storage, I would say special system that keeps everything dry is really nice. And they're easy to stack. They're easy to stack up, store, put in your tackle box, put in your portable tackle box, small tackle box, soft tackle box, hard tackle box. I think they're just really simple to store. And what I do like is it forces me to label them, because it has that little label, that little piece on there, a little patch on the left side, and it forces me to put my little label maker together and type what I have on it. It's a great idea. It's a great product. I have not had any issues with it. So if you're thinking about upgrading from what you have, what I showed you, some of those other tackle boxes, the portable ones, they're always good to have. Don't get me wrong. They're good to have. Just these make it a little more easier. They're spaced out a little more. I've got dividers like you wouldn't believe. They're all of them fit the same. There's nothing different about them. They all fit. And I have had no problem with them at all, cracking, breaking, or any of that. Some of the other stuff that I showed you can crack and break. I mean, obviously, if you drop it far enough, it will break, but I like them, and I think it's a good product. So if you take the time, I hope it was a quick review of it. If you take the time and look around, if you want to upgrade and get your stuff a little more organized and a little bit, organized so that you can find stuff, and it's easy to store. They've got them set up now for, I guess you could put spinner baits, plugs. I mean, they have all different sizes at Cabela's. Like I said, the prices, they are a little bit more expensive, so be willing to pay the money. But you can store all your stuff and it can be organized. That way you're not hunting for something and you go look for something and it's all mixed up with. I got tired of that stuff getting mixed up with everything else and things that I couldn't find. I got tired of trying to look for them, and then, in the heat of the moment where I'm in a hot fishing spot, I can't get to anything because it's buried somewhere. So I decided I'd go with something like this. And I think so far I'm very pleased with it. I have several other boxes I haven't even filled it with my gear that I'm going to. But man, I'll tell you, if you have the smaller Yak Attack, this size here fits in it perfect. And I got the little wire, not wire, but they're like a mesh divider that you just put from one end to the other, and it keeps them all nice and divided up in there. And when I go to grab one, just pull it straight up, grab what I want, put it straight down, not a problem. Goes in, pulls out fine, and I don't feel like I'm missing any of my stuff. And the thing too, when you close these up, they seal up good. I mean, you can see the seal on the bottom is really even. It's nice. On the top, it's even. You can tell when they're not sealed very well. It'll show crooked, which means it's not sealed. And you can tell on the side too, and just looking at a level, that it would show that it's not even. And like I said, I got some of my stuff kind of hanging out here that I'll tuck back in. But other than that, they're great products. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're looking to upgrade on some Plano tackle boxes, these Plano tackle boxes are the way to go. Some of the other things, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, this is a nice little organized box with a lot of good little features, and you can buy them specifically for the gear that you have. The others are pretty much universal for everything. I think I have a couple of them, like I showed you a couple of them for my swim baits, my big ones, that I will keep specifically for that. But the rest of my gear is going to fit into these plain old tackle boxes, the 3500s, 3600s, 3700 series. And they're, like I said, they're just a great little buy. So that sums it up from Tim and Big Willie Bassin. I hope this helps you make a little bit better decision on maybe organizing some of your stuff. Still got a little ways to go for us to get ready for fishing for kayak bass tournaments here coming up soon. Got the schedules out. I'm going to start planning which ones I'm going to go to and look forward to it. But right now, river's up. It's not looking like fall is, or winter. I'm sorry, winter is not let go of the grasp on us. So it looks like we have a little ways to go yet. But we're going to be hitting March next month. Literally in a few days, we'll be into March. So I'm hoping by April we can get right back into it and start hitting the rivers and going after those bass. Look forward to talking to you guys some more. Hope this helps you make a decision on maybe upgrading or maybe getting organized or maybe just looking at some organization for you with your lures and all that stuff. So stay tuned. I will have many more reviews for you. It was probably a little entertaining, and I hope you took away something from it and look at maybe upgrading. This is Tim again from Big Willie Bassin. Tight lines, everybody.